Hello everybody and welcome back to the video on my YouTube channel. I'm Nicholas and we are already back with NCT Dream. Earlier today, a few hours ago, we have checked out the newest music video Beatbox, the title track of the second album Repackaged, also called Beatbox. And the original second album of NCT Dream, Glitch Mode, is easily one of my favorite releases of the year thus far. One of my most listened to releases of the year thus far as well. There were so many incredible high quality B-sides on that album and it's been such a joy to listen to them all over and over again. And the doorbell just rang, but we would just slightly ignore that for now, because we want to focus on the 3 new B-sides that are now part of the second repackaged album, being To My First, Sorry Heart, and On the Way. And I actually waited 1 or 2 more hours or so because I usually want to react to the lyric videos of Sadi Farhani, who I think they make the best lyric videos within K-pop, like in sense of like lyrics and like just the way they are in the correction, right? Like usually they have the most correct lyrics out there, but unfortunately they've only uploaded 1 thus far, and that was like nearly 2 hours ago. So I don't want to waste any longer. I don't want this to come out too late, which is why we're now relying on 2 other lyric videos from this channel. Hopefully it's all okay and hopefully it's not too bad, or like maybe it's just as good. We will see. But either way, didn't want to wait any longer because the title track was already really good, and that's why I'm really excited now for 3 new additional NCT Dream B-sides. Like mentioned, the album itself is already insane, so to now add 3 more songs on top of that, to now make it a 15-song album, that's a statement. And if these 3 B-sides are even just half as good as the previous ones from the original lineup, then this is certainly an album of the year contender. So let's kick things off with To My First, which already saw on Twitter is apparently getting quite a lot of positive reviews and is apparently the favorite of many here. Let's check it out. Very simple atmospheric beginning. Oh, I think there's Jimin. Yeah, that's Jimin for sure, but meditation. Ooh, this build up. That's right. Maybe it was just music and editing. Oh, such an anti-drop here. Like the build-up was so. Oh, okay, that's definitely getting a second half. Would be surprised if it doesn't. But after simplicity thus far. And I'm also trying to focus on the lyrics. I've heard positive things about that. Oh. Ooh, they channel extra vocals here. Oh, I love the piano here. And there's now the strong drop. Like the more stronger delivery here. Love the progression of the song. Wei Chan's extra vocal line here. Okay, we'll just keep going. Oh, but the instrumental is so calming though. Something so reflective about it. I love the calm delivery in this.
You know, sometimes in life, things just ain't meant to be.
Because that's the theme of the lyrics here. So a lot of people say this really reflects with them. I think that line definitely speaks for itself. Extra vocals here. Oh, we even have a lovely little outro. drown out effect. Okay, I see why a lot of people instantly fell in love with this one straight away. Like mentioned on Twitter, I saw a lot of positive reviews to this, especially to its lyrics and its message. And as the title already says, to my first, this is a song about the first love. And I mean, obviously, it's a very, very drawn out topic, slash, we've heard it before, obviously, right? Like, it's nothing new or anything. But I like to take on it nonetheless, like lyrically, and like mentioned, especially the line, sometimes in life, some things just are meant to be. I think that line alone is enough to like really solidify the statement that this song is trying to make. And I can relate to it. The one relationship I've had that for, which is also not quite a while ago as well, also had such an ending to it, where it was like, hey, it worked for a while, but sometimes in life things just aren't meant to be, and even though they were for quite some time, ultimately it just didn't work out and we had to go separate ways. So I kind of can resonate with this as well, but that's just for the lyric and the message behind the song, and that's always a positive thing, right? When songs actually mean something and aren't just, you know, thrown out weird lyrics that came from English or something like that just to sound great, you know, like it isn't rare the case with SM, let's be honest with that. The sound itself is also really, really good. The song has such a nice relaxing touch to it. It really kind of feels, because of the approach the lyrics take, that it feels more like you sit down, like just imagine the aesthetic of the Beatbox music video, right? We went through the day and then have that party at the end with the fireworks in the sky and everything. Once that MV is over, it's still night, and you just sit down and you'd like take a little reflective view back onto some of your Yao teen years and everything, and just have this like calm conversation with someone, you know, where we like calmly reflect to some things, because this is just the energy I get off this song, and like the imagery that I get into my mind when I listen to this and the way they deliver this, because NCT Dream has so many cool and energetic songs, you know what I mean? Just look at Fire Alarm from the first part, like from the first version of this album as example, like Hot Sauce or anything, right? We have a lot of energetic and strong songs in NCT Dream's discography, and especially like the first drop here was so calm, right? The entire it's just that and the claps for a very long time. And it really feels more like even the rap line is just talking. It's really like they're just reflecting, just looking back. Like, it just really suits the message behind the song. This is a very excellent production here for this B-side. Like, you really, really feel that the music reflects what the song actually is trying to say. And it's not just, you know, a good message within another very typical B-side or anything like that. To My First has a very calming, relaxing energy to me that really gives me, like mentioned, these reflective thoughts into your mind, especially when you know what is being sung about, and especially when Mark at the end drops that sometimes in life some things just aren't meant to be line. They sound great, like mentioned, because they have such a more calmer tempo delivery here, and just jolly, not a lot of energy with the emphasis of how they deliver their lines. It's just really, really calm. It just really, really chill that way without really being a too soft, chill song. Like, it's not Teddy Bear, you know, it's not Teddy Bear that's like really out there to be this type of cuddle song. To My First just has that calm, reflective feeling to it that really makes you think about life. Like, really think about your first love or how things were back then. Like, just look at the way the chorus drop is done here. The bass tempo just changes a little bit. Just a little bit faster, but ultimately it's still such a calm, lovely delivery, and I actually like the way that we do the first chorus very short. You know, they basically pick the second part of what's the actual chorus and do it here as the first bit, and then later on they do obviously the actual first part as the first part of the chorus, and then put this again on second. That's very smart right there. But yeah, this song has a very, very capturing energy and feeling to it. The way the song was constructed works really, really well. Like mentioned, the very calm delivery of the members, with a bit more emphasis on some specific lines, really, really working well. And like mentioned, the way we then do the second chorus here, with then now, like mentioned, more stronger delivery this time around with the new additional part of the chorus, it sounds so good. it sounds really good. Like mentioned, it isn't yet now too soft or anything, or too chill, because like mentioned, still have a very good bass set. So just this entire picture here has really this reflective feeling to me. And it's really not that easy to achieve either, you know? So this strikes a very specific note. This like hits a very specific string within yourself, which I think not too many songs are able to do. So really props to not just the producers to creating a song and an instrumental that like really works in that sense, where you can like really feel yourself going a bit into yourself and trying to relate with the lyrics, but also obviously to the boys who like really nailed the delivery throughout this. The more stronger deliveries to put more emphasizes on specific things work really well, and otherwise this very calm talk-like delivery with a very calm tone while doing so is also on point, okay? And like mentioned, this line, you know, sometimes in life things just ain't meant to be. It speaks for the song itself, which is also very short, actually. It just hits the 3-minute mark, just very carefully, just literally on top of that, basically. And there's everything in it you could ask for. The chorus is nice, the verses are very lovely to listen to, the bridge was awesome too, and it has still this very satisfying progression plus finale to it. To My First is wonderful. To My First is absolutely wonderful, and I would not be surprised that, similar to like some of the other B-sides from the album that like mentioned, I think that's certainly a thing for NCT songs, for me, not just Dream, but I think all of the subunits, they usually always hit really good on the first listen, but even if they don't, the more I listen to them, the better they just get, okay? The first impressions are always good, and they just keep getting better and better with every re-listen, and I think To My First will also have a feeling like that, and I'm really excited to listen to it more. NCT Dream's To My First, the first of the 3 new B-sides on the repackaged album. Absolutely wonderful. Definitely see why it had such immediate positive reviews throughout social media. That was a lot of fun. That was really enjoyable. And we're now moving over to the second new B-side, which is Sorry Heart, which obviously also sounds like it may be going more into a sentimental direction, maybe a bit more ballad now, actually. We did only really have one, like, there wasn't like one clear ballad in that album, actually, outside of Never Goodbye, but like even that didn't feel like a very typical classically instrumental ballad like we've seen before, like it's very typical in K-pop. Let's check this out. Maybe it will be that, or maybe something entirely else. NCT Dream, Sorry Heart. Huh? Oh, okay. We do take no think. More of a summary approach. Like this, instrumental. Oh. This wrenching H-chain opening, Lord. Give me the album already. Where's the H-chain album? Oh, the greedy bass here. Or the greedy synth. I love how lengthy every section is here. Is it the chorus though? I think so. The simplicity of the speed picture right now, it's so good. Get ready, damn. I mean, how could I complain? Just listen to it. Oh, is this actually... May this be a unit track of the vocal line? I think it's a unit song, right? I think so. Oh, the humming here though. Yeah, okay, this is a unit song for sure. No idea why they didn't show that here, but... Like, when you love the synth that's get implemented here for this part of the sounds. harmonies. And this little lovely section here too.
Sorry if I'm too much. Sorry if it's too fast. Sorry I'm not holding back. Tell me why
Oh, now that the additional kick in there, the simplicity of the production, this is so excellent. And it's one of these songs that again actually have quite the length, but you don't even realize it. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Yeah, the first two things like mentioned, I did not know that this is actually a unit song. Like, did they actually say that beforehand? Like, I don't remember reading about that. Nor, like mentioned, do they only have like the vocal line in the picture here, which is, you know, weird. Why even include the other members? But either way, okay, vocal line song, NCT Dream's Sorry Heart. Okay, it was definitely more vocal focused, and even though it was, like mentioned, still not like a classic ballad like a piano or violin, we did go for a very, very simple sound picture here with just the guitar and just the snaps, and it does actually kind of similar to Beatbox and it's yours to my first go a bit into a more summer ballad direction, like mentioned, this very classical, like the very classic ballads are usually violin, piano, or something like that, and summer ballads usually tend more to work especially well during these type of seasons. Usually have more of a guitar focus, at least that's what I have noticed. And Sorry Heart, wow, okay, like mentioned, at first I was like, wow, I'm surprised that they get like such lengthy sections here. Then I realized, oh, wait a second, I think this is a unit song, and it is such a good choice because we didn't have a we did have a unit song. Didn't we have two unit songs on the? I know that Saturday Drip had the rap line, but did we have a was one of the more vocal focused songs actually for? I actually can't remember right now. Let me check real quickly, because if not, then I think this is now like, you know, just to clear it up so that this album has two unit songs. Actually, I really gotta check it right now. Like, I actually don't remember if the first version of this album had additional. Oh, yeah, we only had Saturday Drip as a unit track on there. So now, after the rap line got a unit track on the first version of the album, we now got the vocalized unit song for this half. That's cool. That's really cool. Like, I was just really remembering, did we have a vocal focus unit song before in the other album? No, we did not. So this is now the case here. Sorry Heart is, in the way it was done and in the way what it's trying to achieve, so damn beautiful. Because this 100% going into my soft, just lean back type of playlist, because this is the song, like, once again, especially one of the songs that actually tend to be a bit longer and doesn't even feel like it, because you just close your eyes, you just shut up, you just let it play in the background while you like try to relax, or maybe even try to nap or like sleep or anything, and let the voices do the magic, okay? Chandler, and Renton have such gorgeous voices. Like mentioned, Chan especially has this very, very distinctive, bright vocal color that I think is very unique with and K-pop, especially for male idols. You know, usually they tend to have more like normal, more medium type voices. So Chan, just generally sounding always very bright, is his voice is easily one of my favorites within K-pop. That's like, well, like mentioned, would love to have an entire album from him. Generally, we have so many NCT members where I'm like, hey, give me an entire EP of those, right? Give me an entire Mark mixtape with just 15 flow songs. I would totally be into that. Just give me any vocal album from either of the three, because Rench and Chen, like mentioned, also sound so incredible. And the way, like mentioned, the song is done here is, again, it's slow, it's mellow, it's relaxing, it's calming, it like captures you really into its own world, because it has that very simple guitar melody going on while only having otherwise the snaps, and therefore fully his voice, and therefore fully giving the spotlight to the voices, and this just works magic together, right? I'm a big fan of these very simple driven ballads, or these very simple soft songs with a very simple sound picture, with really leaving the focus onto the vocal performance of the vocalists. And what better vocal trio could you ask for to perform a song like this than H and Chandler Ranchon? Absolutely gorgeous, okay? Like this na 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 woo part sounds so lovely. The way we then also, like mentioned, add this little gritty synth in there as a little extra background track to signalize, okay, this now the chorus is now a different part of the song here, is also really nice. And just, you know, like mentioned, this part, especially at the end there, where we then even have it fade out and only have the voices for a moment before, you know, like as we take out even the very little existing instrumental already. Beautiful, okay? Just like, that's again the thing. It's really the thing for many songs I've recently reacted to. I know already on the first listen, wow, I really enjoyed that, but I gotta talk about it next. But ultimately, the first thing I wanted to do after listening to this is just shut up and just listen to them again, because they were just that nice and comfortable to listen to, which means I'm also extremely excited to listen to Sorry Heart again, right? Sorry Heart, like, which is definitely the type of song that I could picture myself just looping as I try to fall asleep, because it's just that nice, that comfortable, and that lovely as a song. The vocal line really brought it here, right? Like usually when you have a vocal focused song, like when you let the vocal part of the group do a song, often we try to like do a strong high note type of song, you know, with very powerful vocals and everything, you know. Like that's often how these classical ballads tend to wrap up being, you know, like starting very clear or like calm with the piano, then big epic finale. They said, just give us the guitar, just give us the snaps. Just let us tell a story yet again, and just let us do our thing. And the way they did it here, wonderful. NCT Dream's vocal trio, Sorry Heart, absolutely wonderful. Big fan as well. I can't wait to re-listen to these songs already. They're that damn good, and we have one more to go to actually, and that is NCT Dreams On The Way. Now, both new B-sides have been rather chill, just like the title track. Actually, you know, this one definitely the softest as well. So let's see if the third new B-side has a bit more spice in it, or if it also goes more into a calmer direction. Generally, I think the main album already had a good mixture between both sides, so more chill, lean back songs, some more energetic and fun songs and everything. So let's see what On The Way is going to be like. Let's check it out. NCT Dream On The Way. Oh! Synth pop? Retro pop? Oh, where? Oh, I want to see where this is heading. Also very simple sound picture for now. Once again, just snaps for the background. Oh, Jisuk's voice! He sounds really good here. Like, the mixing on that was excellent. Whoa! That was such a sudden, strong drop. Or like, vocal change. And we didn't really have a flash out pre-chorus here. Ooh. Rooting in this rap section here now. Doesn't really feel out of place either. This beat picture's so cool though. It's like mentioned very the way this chorus kicks in is so heavy actually. Like, it actually isn't, but the way the rest of the song is, like the verses, makes it feel so impactful. And it's also a single chorus. So, you know, like not the classic harmonies together. Like giving particular members to the spotlight. Oh, I left a little subunit moments in between. Oh, the way the lyric basically echoes straight away. These new B-sides are so good, y'all. It's actually like... There's a group moment. I love the synth in this. I'm a big fan of synth songs, or synth in general, so... Oh... Like, man, I said it at the beginning of the video already. The album without these 3 new songs / 4 new songs was already so damn good. And now it's just like, anybody that says now that this album is not one of the best albums of the year released thus far, like, no, get out of here, seriously. Like, man, all 4 new songs, actually, like mentioned, do go into a what me similar direction. Like, the approach definitely is that these 4 new songs, like, they aren't like back to back or anything within the album. They're actually like sprinkled in at specific points, which is quite interesting. But the way this new part of the like the new songs from the repackaged album are released is definitely that they work like as a little themed mini album, right? Like, these 4 songs could definitely work as a very chill, relaxing little summer mini album on its own. But like mentioned, it's released as a repackaged here now, which totally works still nonetheless. I definitely do have to see how it will feel now on like one entire listen, because like mentioned, they were like mentioned not placed one after another, but like within the entire album, so we'll see how that feels like. But now after listening all 4 songs basically back to back, you know, like with Beatbox Still My Mind from the 3 reasons I already gave it, which are really good. The only thing I don't really like too much about the song is that edited voice in the chorus, but that's okay. But like now we had To My First, which was like mentioned, this reflective type of song that has such a strong meaning behind it and just really gets under you. Then Sorry Heart, an absolutely gorgeous, wonderful vocal song with a very calm energy, really fitting for like these sunny days where like when you realize the horizon and everything like goes down and slowly turns night. Really the perfect song for these type of times. And now On The Way, which is a good old synth pop sound, you know, without like being a dance song, you know, like the tempo, like usually when we use, like usually when I hear synth songs nowadays within K-pop, we use the synth in a very tempo-full way, so where we like really go for more of a disco pop / retro pop aesthetic, where then we really just have a very fast track that way basically. But in this song we use the synth in a really tasteful way, in the sense of where it like really used as a small and slow atmospheric feature, and it just really sounds good. The way we don't really have a pre-chorus in this is really cool, because due to not really having a pre-chorus, the way the chorus kicks in actually feels so impactful without like being loud or like even really strong delivered. Like, it obviously still has a strong energy to it, and the amplifiers is clearly there. But like by having the remaining part, especially of the first half of the song here, in a such more calm state yet again, like the other new songs we've listened to, it makes the delivery here so much stronger. The way the bass kicks in out of nowhere, that's so cool. I'm on the way. And it's also a cool melody. It is, I'm on the way, I'm on the way. Na, 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 na. That's such a cool melody on top of that. And like mentioned, I really like the fact that we actually have like a member focus for the chorus itself, instead of like doing once again the group chorus, because that then makes the ending feel so much better. Generally, the bridge is pure heaven again. The second verse also, like mentioned, really worked for me. I think Jamin, just generally the NCT Dream rapper, and just generally any NCT rapper, they usually always know how to intimate rap within songs without feeling out of place or too forced. You know, I think it was a good addition here. But especially that bridge was absolutely beautiful, and then the way we get over into that final chorus, and then the finale section where we then do have everybody singing together, it sounds heavenly. That's how you do finale to a song, right? It just really is the icing on the cake. The song would have been fantastic without it, but it's sad. We drown out the stronger sections here. It's such an evaluating part here. The song was already really, really good before it, you know, as another like really on point 3-minute song. But they said, you know what? Let's add that 30-second outro section with the group harmonizing parts in there, and really like give the song like really that cherry on top of the cake to really make it feel even more special than it already is. On the way, it's also such a really, really good new song. It, like mentioned, has that synth pop in it, which I'm always a big fan of. I'm just always here for it, right? I think it's definitely one of my favorite genres from K-pop that I probably can't get enough of, right? Like, I'm a huge rock fan, like that's why I can always listen to new Dreamcatcher songs, and I'm also a big fan of synth disco pop, which is also, it just always gets me going. I think it's such a very comfortable sound to listen to. They really took a cool approach to it, with it, like mentioned, not being your very typical type of dance disco fast dance song or something like that, but instead really more of a somewhat calm sound within the verses, what we then go for a very impactful chorus sound with a lovely bridge that really then melts over into that final great chorus with that additional alto section that just is really a big highlight in the entire album, in my opinion, you know. Oh, NCT Dreams on the way. The third and final new B-side from the repackage of the second full album, now Beatbox. Absolutely awesome. Honestly, all 3 songs are, like mentioned, definitely in a same idea, which is why, like mentioned, it definitely feels like these 4 new songs would have definitely worked as a very calm, lean back, chill summer mini album, right? Definitely would have worked as that, as a standalone, but we all know that repackaged album just makes more money. I think that was definitely the idea. I think all these 4 songs, they could have definitely said, okay, we'll wait 2 more months, you know, and wait till it's August or something like that, and then release those 4 new songs, or maybe just throwing in another one and just call it as a summer mini album. But instead they said, okay, we do it as a repackaged album, because I think it's actually totally fine, because usually I always like it when the cohesiveness is even longer than just 4 songs, as example. So I think depending on how it will feel with the new additions to the album tracklist and how it's done there, we'll be able to really judge it after I've listened to the new album tracklist of now 15 songs, so I can judge it then better after that. But obviously it totally works as a repackage nonetheless. And now again, 100% already one of the best albums of the year, okay? It was already before those 4 new songs, but all 4 new songs have such their own strong energy. And also, all 4 of those songs really have such a standalone energy where I could totally picture myself listening to them separately. Like, that's the thing. There are many albums and many B-side on albums that I really enjoy and that I, like, have a lot of fun listening to, but they always feel a bit more satisfying to me when I listen to them within the album, you know? Especially when you then, like, know after that song, oh, that next song, the next song that's coming up, oh yeah, there's that one, I'm so excited for that, you know? Like, when it has a really good place within an album. But sometimes these are the songs that, like, really work the best in there, but aren't the songs I would, like, really, like, picture myself out and say, like, okay, I'm listening to this now 5 times in a row. I think the songs, like, I need the song to, like, need to listen to it more right now than just once within, like, one album listen through. But this isn't the case here. Like, we already had, like, Saturday Drip, which had that type of energy in there. Teddy Bear's also the type of lean back song, and other stuff like Rewind or Never Goodbye were also really good. I think generally NCT and many of the units, like the NCT 127 album from last year, also have many of those B-side, and the first version of this album also had many B-sides where I would actually say, hey, it sounds fantastic in one listen, but some of those I can, like, really pick out and just listen to more than once in a row, and they still feel really good, if not even better that way. And I think the same case will be here for these 3 new B-sides. Especially Sorry Heart, as that very lovely, chill ballad that I can really picture myself, like, trying to fall asleep to, similar to my first. I think On the Way is definitely more of a loop song while you are, like, awake and try to do something else. But all new B-sides are so damn excellent on their own, as a separate song, basically, but will fitting just right in with the remaining part of the album. So yeah, NCT Dreams, second full album, glitch mode / beatbox, whatever you want to call it. 10 out of 10. One of the best albums of the year, 100%. And if it, like, I'm just saying like that, you know, I don't really care for awards or anything, but if it doesn't like get at least some type of recognition at some award shows later this year / early next year, then no, okay, just no. Don't even bother. Don't even bother coming at me with those if this album is not getting any type of recognition on them. Simply fantastic. The Dreamies did excellent work here throughout this entire thing for all 15 songs. Each song has its own flavor and identity and really stands out on its own as well. I had so much fun going through these three new B-sides and going through the album basically a bit over again as well. And you had a lot of fun with my reaction plus little review. If you did, glad you like down below to show me that you did. What are your thoughts on the 3 new B-sides on NCT Dream's second album, Repackaged? Which one is your favorite? Which part is your favorite? Tell me all about it down below in the comments as well. And as always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, if you want to support me, then you can gladly leave a sub as well. Also pop on Patreon or leave a super thanks down below. It would help me a lot. And like mentioned already in the music video reaction, who knows what is going on with NCT for the remaining part of the year? Are we getting NCT Hollywood? Are we getting NCT Tokyo? When will be the Wave V comeback, the 1-7 comeback? Do we get a 4th NCT album? Many question marks. I'm excited to see them being answered down the road. I'm really excited to see more of any NCT, whatever it's more of Dream or of the other sub-units, and obviously a lot of other great K-pop content coming up. So for whatever content you may be interested in, for whatever content you may want you in for, I'll always see you again soon on the shadow. Stay safe, and happy. Have a great time. Have a great listening experience, listening to these 3 new B-sides in full and the entire album now all the way through. And see you again soon with more NCT Dream, NCT, or K-pop reactions. Thank you so much for watching and have a great time.